Happy Friday, guys, and early happy Father's Day weekend. For all you dads out there, hope you have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful day on Sunday. Tonight, I wanted to share a few finds, one of which is more significant than the other. I ended up going through about $100 face and quarters Thursday night, last night. And I wanted to share, a few finds, the whole thing. First of all, no silver, okay? That's not unusual, given the lack of silver out there in general, in half dollars and dimes, and in even some cases, war nickels. So I came across what looks to be a string of 1965 BU quality Washington quarters, which is kind of weird. And I think these were probably cut from geez, I'm kind of on the fence of whether or not these are special mint set quarters. I'd have to say they are, because the edges are pretty sharp on them. So someone broke through a bunch of special mint sets. I would imagine that someone that needed some cash elected to pull out the 40% silver out of these sets and turn the rest of them in, because everything else is either clad or copper. So, but anyways, I ended up finding 10 of them, which is pretty unusual. You don't come across these unless someone is unloading them, which it's not unheard of. The post-1964 sets have been broken apart, many of them broken apart and just dumped into circulation, considering that at the time, as recently as the mid-2000s, these were just worth about face. But anyways, there you go, 10 of them. Okay, as unusual as that is, I came across this Theodore Roosevelt America the Beautiful quarter, and I mean, it's 2016. You guys have seen these. They're in circulation in droves right now. 2016, I think it was the date that the U.S. Mint had decided to ramp up production of the America the Beautiful quarters. And not only that, I'm going to flip this over. They've also done San Francisco minted business strike coins, which if you were to buy them from the U.S. Mint directly, they come in bags of 100, for $29.99 or whatever it is. And these are collector grade, and for the most part, just like the, I guess the Native American Sacagawea coins that the U.S. Mint sold in $1,000 face bags for exactly $1,000. And people were using their credit cards to accumulate the miles on them, take the coins, deposit them in the bank. And it became a common practice for a few years until the U.S. Mint caught wind of it and ended up putting a kibosh on the $1,000 intended for circulation program. But for the people that took advantage, they made up quite a bit of airline miles. But that's a different story all on its own. But the U.S. Mint, for about the last few years, had decided to produce these 100-count face bags, or I think they even came in rolls, of the Business Strike S Mint quarters, which are pretty neat. For not being, it's not a proof. So it looks like everything else. And you know what? I almost threw this back in with all the other quarters that were going to go back to the bank, which I dropped those off this morning because it's that close. I mean, there's really no differentiator other than the S Mint mark. I was looking at the Mint mark because I was also filling up an album. So thankfully, if I hadn't put some extra coins in a fold-out album for the America the Beautiful, I would certainly have missed this. It would have gone back to the bank, and then it would just kept on circulating out in this world. But yeah, it's very interesting. The mintages are a lot lighter on these. I would last time I checked, they were right around $1 million, $1.1 million for each date and for each S-Mint quarter. So and some are higher, I guess. 2 million. I haven't really checked. The first year that these came out, I was more interested in it, but never really pulled the trigger to buy one. Because I guess, it was just a fad. People would figure, oh, I'll buy them, get them graded, and yep. Anyways, I wanted to share that. It's something unusual. Is it worth more than the quarter? That's a tough one. Seeing as how it's lightly circulated, it's right there on the cusp of being about uncirculated to BU. And, I probably would never resell this. If I got 50 cents for it, it wouldn't be worth it. Just chalk it up as an interesting find. I know I've heard of people finding these coins out there with the S-Mint, the business strike, which is the kind of like the regular circulation strike coins, but never thought I would find one, and went through $100 worth, and there you go. But anyways, I wanted to share this. If you guys ever come across these non-proof San Francisco minted coins, you know exactly what they are. They're a US Mint promo that they produce every year. I think it's more about making money than actually being in that collector grade, I guess, because they throw them in canvas bags and send them to your house. But anyways, hope you guys had fun. More videos to come, and yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Hit the like button if you like what you see, and I shall talk to you guys soon. You guys take care. See ya.